My name is Neil Anderson. I'm a student at the Florida State University Graduate Certificate Program in Emergency Management and Homeland Security. This briefing will provide an overview of disaster management in the Republic of Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan has come a long way since the country achieved independence in 1991. Throughout its history, this developing nation has faced many disasters caused by a wide variety of natural and technological hazards. We will briefly look at Azerbaijan's disaster management system, with emphasis on participants, implementation patterns, hazards, and risk analysis. Azerbaijan occupies a total area of 86,600 square kilometers, making it slightly smaller than the U.S. state of Maine. The country is situated between Russia to the north, Georgia to the northwest, and Iran and Turkey to the south. Azerbaijan shares its western border with Armenia, with whom it maintains a long-standing conflict over the disputed Nagorno-Karabakh region. Azerbaijan's eastern boundary is the Caspian Sea, the largest inland body of water on Earth. Key terrain includes the Great Caucasus mountain range to the north and the central lowlands of the Kure-Araz Basin. The Kura River, Azerbaijan's largest waterway, flows east across Kure-Araz for 1,500 kilometers and empties into the Caspian Sea. The port city of Baku, Azerbaijan's capital and most densely populated urban center, is situated on the Absheron Peninsula, which extends 60 kilometers into the Caspian Sea. Azerbaijan is home to approximately 9.8 million people. Over half the inhabitants live in and around the capital, Baku, or in other urban centers. The authoritarian central government has been accused of human rights abuses. Soon after independence in 1991, Azerbaijan took steps to remodel its largely dysfunctional Soviet-era emergency management system. Through a series of presidential decrees and because of lessons learned from subsequent disasters, Azerbaijan has evolved a sophisticated framework utilizing the top-down approach to implementation. The Ministry of Emergency Situations, or MES, is the federal government's primary coordinating agency for disaster response and emergency preparedness. According to its website, MES has an extremely broad mission, with oversight in many areas, including civil defense, public safety, and protection of strategic facilities. Headquartered in Baku, MES operates a nationwide system of 9 regional emergency operations centers. Each regional center provides support and training to local jurisdictions, but is always under direct federal control. MES maintains a crisis management center in Baku, which functions as the national EOC. The Azerbaijani Red Crescent Society is the primary state-affiliated relief agency in Azerbaijan. According to its website, AZRC is the nation's only public, voluntary, non-political humanitarian aid organization. It works closely with MES at state, district, and local levels. During response and recovery, it is the primary agency for sheltering and mass care. Natural and technological hazards prevalent in Azerbaijan include floods, earthquakes, droughts, landslides, debris and mud flows, and transport accidents. Trend analysis illustrates the tremendous impact of these hazards on Azerbaijan's population and economy over the past 20 years. Azerbaijan has no formal arrangement or legal framework governing disaster risk assessment. General responsibility for disaster risk assessment is maintained by MES and its component structures. There is also a high level of involvement from various other federal agencies. On transition from its Soviet-era system of disaster management in 1991, Azerbaijan retained the top-down implementation model. As the current system began to take shape and more resources became available, the rationale behind the formation of MES began to reflect a more pronounced all-hazards approach. MES currently operates a wide variety of specialized divisions, including search and rescue, construction safety, and safety and monitoring of fixed nuclear facilities. Here is one recent example of disaster impacts and lessons learned. In May 2010, the Kura River flooded. Thousands of homes were destroyed. Flood-related damages totaled over US $62 million. The flood presented major challenges in the areas of sheltering and mass care, as local and federal officials were faced with over 20,000 internally displaced persons. It was the worst flood Azerbaijan had seen in 50 years. While response to the disaster was prompt, there were systemic problems which arose during recovery. Little meaningful effort to communicate recovery activities with the public, and no transparency regarding government administration of recovery funding or public assistance. Damage assessments were haphazard, performed arbitrarily or not at all. There was no standard procedure in place to make educated damage assessments or cost estimates. There were significant delays in public and private assistance and widespread evidence of corruption and misappropriation during distribution of aid. Mitigation and cleanup of erosion and hazardous materials or toxic waste spills caused directly or made worse due to the flood were bogged down in bureaucratic delays. These issues point to Azerbaijan's focus on response at the expense of recovery, prevention, and mitigation. Azerbaijan has made great strides in disaster management, but there is much work yet to be done. Thanks for viewing my presentation. I look forward to your questions and comments.